Yo, what's going on today, guys? It is Sam, better known as Samito here. Welcome back to the Florida Mayhem YouTube channel today for another episode of Monday Mayhem that is slightly delayed, had a long week, fell down to Masters. Who can believe that happened? LOL. It's like my name's J3 or something. But yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about the top 6 heroes, top 5 heroes or so that are the most fun to play in Overwatch, in my opinion, right? Obviously not Brig, destroyer of worlds, you know, fundamental breaker of the game. We won't go into that. But if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate having you guys around, and leave some comments down below for video suggestions. You guys want to see us do something fun? I know we're still on our hiatus from Guess My SR, but we still want to do a lot of fun content for you guys, and we really appreciate you. So yeah, let's get right into the action here. So number 1 on my list for fun to play is probably of all time Genji, right? Like I felt like Genji was a very fair character for the game, especially on launch. Well, actually not on launch. He was a little too strong at launch, but like, you know, he was just an assassin. He had a very fun play style. He didn't feel too overpowered. He felt really neutral into everything in the game, and there was a very small niche interaction. You can have pretty much any character in the game that, you know, turning their own bullet against them. Like I really think that Genji is just the most fun hero in the game, especially as a DPS player. I think that, you know, a lot of people don't like Genji too much, but I do think Genji's really fun, especially if you learn him. Unfortunately, in the game right now, like how fundamental AoE healing works and stuff like that, he's not, you know, really as good as he ever was. But no, I still think he's a really cool character, and I got goosebumps when he came on the Overwatch 2 cinematic. So yeah, number 1 is definitely going to be Genji for me. Number 2 for me is going to be Hanzo as well. Maybe it's just because of what was ingrained in my mind when I saw the Dragons trailer, which is what got me into Overwatch when it first came out. Like, I think he's just a really cool character. Like, you know, he's like a sniper version of Genji, I guess. I think I love the way his arrows worked, and the bone arrow, just, I can't quite explain it, but the second I picked up the game, it just felt so good in my hands. Like you know, Genji and Hanzo really just kind of clicked for me, you know, and I really just enjoyed playing him. I love sniping him. Scatter arrow was kind of broken, although I don't really think he's that much fun to play right now, just because storm arrow I don't think is as fun and interactive as an ability, and I feel like his kit is pretty weak into most of the newer characters in the game. But I really do enjoy Hanzo as a hero, and I think that he definitely has one of the more fun play styles. I think when it comes to a poke play style, he's the most fun, because like you can do the most like positional rearranging as him. Like he's the most mobile sniper in the game in terms of like nitty gritty and stuff. So like there's a lot of minuscule, again, interactions with different characters that you can outplay people in all kinds of ways, and I think that's really, really fun. So Hanzo is going to be number 2 for me, and I think number 3, definitely not going to be a surprise for anybody here, is Doomfist. I think, you know, Doomfist does like pose some trouble for the game when he's really strong in the meta, which doesn't really happen too often, but I love the way that his kit moves around the map. I think, you know, if they wanted to change him, they probably could just take away some of his damage and focus on his combos and his mobility, because that's what's super fun to me. Like punching off walls in the map, like his core design, the concept of his hero, like I just think that they're all really, really awesome. So he's just got a very fun playstyle. So like his punch is very powerful. Again, I do expect that to get changed down the line, but I think his fluidity is what makes him so satisfying. He's kind of like an upgraded version of Genji. He's DLC Genji, we'll call him. But I don't know. I really love Doomfist, and I know a lot of people do hate Doomfist, but I think to play him, he's got a very fun and interactive playstyle. As long as you're not getting stunned off cooldown, then it's not too fun. But yeah, number 3 for me is definitely gonna be Doomfist. Number 4 is gonna be Echo. I think, again, I love those like flankery assassin play styles where you have a lot of options to outplay people depending on what hero they're on. Like I don't know, it's just very thrilling to me. I feel like the game expands in a giant game of chess. Like it's, you know, it's really, really awesome to play and bounce around the map, fly around the map, poke down at people, use your focus beam, which probably will get nerfed, to be honest with you, but you know, I just think she's very, very fun. And like, you know, we haven't, like, Pharah is a very niche pick, so it's very hard to force Pharah, but now you have another hero that can like kind of tame the skies, and I just find it really, really satisfying to play Echo. I think the duplicate mechanic is awesome, because I can just kind of clone any character that like I really want, and just like, you know, learn how to play every hero in the game. Like Echo is kind of like every hero in the game packed into one, and there are so many different options for you as a player to win fights. And I think that Overwatch is at its peak when the game allows you to have those options rather than not giving you very many. So yeah, I would say number 4 is definitely going to be Echo. It's a very cool character concept all around. I think she was implemented pretty well. She might need to get tweaked down a little bit as time goes on, but I'm curious how she would perform if Rush is meta. But other than that, guys, let's move on to number 5. Number 5 for me, honestly, is Zarya. There's just some kind of feel that Zarya has, is beaming down targets, getting charged up, saving your team with bubbles. Like, again, when the chess of the game is alive and well, when AoE, win button, healers, and tanks aren't meta. Oh, well. But you know, when like single target healing is dominant and you actually can focus targets down and you can make good decisions with where you put your damage to get value, Zarya is just one of the most satisfying characters in the game to play. Nothing quite like it, getting max charge and beaming people down and bubbling your team. I think the way she plays is simple but elegant at high level play, if that makes sense. Again, a lot of options depending on what character you're up against. A lot of damage as a tank. A lot of options. Again, I keep sound like a broken record out here, but I think she's just super enjoyable, simple, nice, terse to the point, and great for Overwatch. So number 5 is gonna go to Zarya, and I'm gonna do some honorable mentions for 6 and 7. So let's stay tuned for now. Number 6 for me is gonna be Ana. I think again she's a very simple, basic character, but when she's in the meta, the game is at its best because you know there's so many options. Like her skill ceiling is so high, you have to choose who you're gonna heal. Are you gonna nade yourself? Are you gonna nade your teammates? Are you gonna go for an aggressive anti-nade? Right? Nano boost. So who am I gonna nano? What's our best chance to win this fight? Sleep dart. You can shut down ultimates. You can do all these things, and it's a very, very high skill ceiling with a fair skill to reward system. And I think that the way that she interacts with the game is really, really fun. And just something about healing people and the sound it makes, just boom, 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 and seeing their health bar go up and chucking nades at people. Everything about her kit just feels super satisfying, and I really, really enjoy playing it. Like she's just, in terms of fun, definitely up there in my character list. And if I had to choose any support to be meta, it would probably be Ana, just because I think she's really fun to play. And again, she's very fair for the game. So number 6 is going to Ana. Number 7 gonna be Reinhardt. I like Reinhardt mirrors are so much fun. Like the mind games that comes from the shields, the shatters, the fire strike countdowns, the charges, the setups. It's just peak Overwatch. It truly is Overwatch at its best. It reminds me of Shipment on Call of Duty or something, where the game is so simple but yet so intricate at the same time. It really shows why Overwatch was such a masterpiece of a game when the Reinhardt mirrors were meta. And I really hope we can see that day come back. Reinhardt's such a fun character. I think he's really, really fair in terms of what he's able to do, what he isn't able to do, how good decision making can impact fights. And I think that Overwatch is great when Reinhardt is great. So yeah, that's 6 and 7, the honorable mentions for me. That is going to do it for today, guys. What do you guys think about my list? Is there anything that you would change? Anything you want to see different? And what do you want to see for next week's video? Make sure that you guys are going to let me know down in the comment section. I think Jay and I have a video coming up. I'm not sure when I need to get that done with him, but we will keep you guys posted on that whenever we get the opportunity. Again, make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button if you have not. We'd really appreciate having you guys around, and be sure to follow me on social media at Samito FPS on Twitter, at Samito FPS on Instagram, and check out my streams every day at 10 to 11 a.m. EST on my YouTube channel. Much love, guys, from me and the Mayhem gang. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys.